brilliant ideas?
How about axis of weasels?
Don't get cute, Carl. This is serious now.
I think it needs to be stronger. Just cut through the noise, like Reagan with the evil empire speech.
Was it too much then to... What about axis of evil?
Axis of evil. Evil. Yeah, I like the ring of that. That's good.
Mr. President, Axis brings up World War II. You can't link Germany and Japan with Iraq and North Korea.
No, I disagree, Colin. Weapons of mass destruction make these countries more dangerous. We've got to begin educating the public about the size of this war and its implications.
You have an approval rating of more than 80% right now, sir. It's just astounding. Not since Roosevelt after Pearl Harbor. The American people want revenge. They liked Afghanistan. They want more.
Mr. President, if I may, given your strong commitment to democracy, do you think that Iran should be lumped together with Iraq and North Korea? After all, Iran has a democratically elected president.
As always, Guru, sharp.
Thank you.
Iran is not Iraq, and Iraq is not Iran. I know that. We can get one democracy going in one of these places, Iran, Iraq, believe me, Reagan was right. It's going to spread to all these countries because people want freedom. With this message, we're sending strong word to reformers over there in Iran to turn on these deadbeat dead-enders, these Ayatollah cockamamie. No, Iran stays in.
When you make threats, sir, you have to back them up. Now, you'd be committing us to planning out 3 fully operational wars with 3 countries.
Now, I'm not saying war. I'm saying lay down the law.
But the speech, as written, is taking a preemptive posture against countries, none of whom have declared war on us. For 60 years now, this country has operated under a principle of containment.
That's a defense, General, not an offense. How are you going to contain 100,000 of these lunatics running around the world with fake passports from country to country looking for nukes, anthrax? Containment don't hold water as far as I'm concerned. We're going to get hit again. We all know that, unless we go out there and we hit them hard and we hit them first.
Well, containment won us the Cold War, sir.
Well, some people might just say that Reagan won the Cold War, General, and it all started with the Empire of Evil speech. What do you think, Rummy?
Oh, Mr. President, you know I don't do nuance. It's just not my thing. I'll keep to the big picture if you don't mind.
No, I do. Brother George?
Think? Well, actually, there's about 80,000 of them, sir, terrorists in about 80 countries.
My point, exactly.
And I'm sure you realize, of course, what complicates things is it wasn't Iran or Iraq who attacked us. It was Osama bin Laden.
Of course I know it was bin Laden, Brother George. But you know as well as I do that there's more than one bunch of terrorists out there than a religious nut in a cave in Pakistan. Wolfie, you got that look on your face.
Well, sir, to get back to the point, Iran is the issue here. It is the mothership of terrorism.
Vice?
Sir, as you know, I don't view this issue as a matter of choice. Since 9/11, there's no going back.
Well then, we'll go with axis of evil.
Yes, Mr. President.
And now I'm tired of it.
Pretty girl, she was tall and thin. After what you had, she fell box 410. I looked her up and down.
Hey, give me that, little brother.
So we headed to the bushes, shoot a
enough.
big fat dove with the shotgun
enough.
boogie. All I needed was one shot.
We're here! We made it. Whoa.
Marvin, go to your room.
Do what your dad says.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
What?
He's only 15. I've had just about enough of your crap.
Whoa. You've had enough of me. Well, I'm mighty glad to hear that. You know why? Because I've had enough of you. For a lifetime. And then some.
My advice to you, Junior, get yourself to an AA meeting. Get help.
Thank you, Mr. What? Perfect? Mr. War Hero, Mr. God Almighty!
Don't you dare talk to your father that way.
I talk to him however the hell I want to talk to him.
What in tarnation is this boy going to get out of his own way? How many more chances does he expect us to give him?
Can't you talk to me? Well, why do you tell her? Oh, that's it. Let's go. Mano a mano. You and me, right here. Right now.
You want an ass whipping?
Yeah, I'll take it.
I'll give it to you.
Jeb, do something. Both of you, just stop it. Have you lost your
Try it,
mind?
old man. Try it, old man.
Go ahead.
Try it. Try it.
Hey, calm down! Don't you realize he was out celebrating? He just got into Harvard business.
What? George, why didn't you tell us?
Because I ain't going, okay? I just wanted to show you all that I could do it. Get in. Love me now?
Calm down. He'll change his mind.
You know, I wouldn't count on it, Jebby, old boy.
George!
You scared me half to death. All right, now, he got into Harvard. Will you give him a little credit?
Of course he got in. Who do you think pulled the strings?
You did.
I'd like for you to meet George Bush Jr.
Laura Welch.
Call me anything but Junior.
Oh, you know, I remember seeing you in school. We were in the 7th grade together, San Jacinto Junior High.
Oh, San Jacinto, yeah. Yeah, the year after I moved to Houston. Oh, still, I don't know how I could have missed seeing someone as pretty as you are.
Probably because I wasn't a cheerleader.
That could be it.
I've only been trying to get you two to meet for years. Joe, you put some more burgers on the barbecue.
Dang, huh?
2 with cheese. I'll come get the drinks. You gotta go give him a hand, honey. George, I got your clean laundry ready for you on the way out.
Thanks, son. And thanks for saying it out loud. So what do you do, Laura?
Oh, I read, I smoke, I admire
And you admire what?
people who write, who read. I'm a librarian.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
No, actually, I'm reading something right now. Yeah, a very engaging book.
Oh, what is it?
Barry Goldwater's Conscience of a Conservative.
Uh-oh. Jan!
No, don't tell me.
Well, I worked on Gene McCarthy's campaign. Voted for LBJ.
Oh, no. No. Well, looks like we're hitting it off like grease hits a skillet, huh?
Well, I don't think politics should define a human being. There's more to people than just how they vote.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. You're open-minded. Yeah, much more so than me, I'd have to say.
But I just think it's important to see all sides of a situation. I read in the paper that you're running for Congress.
Yes, ma'am, I am. And I don't believe in forcing myself on people, so that's why I'm just going to ask for your phone number, not your vote.
Oh, well, I couldn't vote for you anyway. I live in Austin. Not that I wouldn't consider it.
Well, thank you for that.
But if you win,
Yeah.
please do something for education.
Uh-huh.
I was a teacher, and I really believe that's the thing that can make a difference in people's lives.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. If I win, you can be my education advisor.
Yeah, right.
No. I'm serious. I like the way you think, you know? And look.
You're a devil. Devil in a white hat.
I see a world where in about 25 years, America's reserves are gone. Done. Demand is up 30–40%. And we have 2 oceans blocking us from the world reserves. You think we're gonna have allies then? We're at 5% of the world's population. We use 25% of its energy. You think Russia and China are gonna help us out when they need those resources themselves? 80% of the world's future energy reserves are right here in Eurasia, where the prize ultimately lies. Oil, gas, water. Iraq alone, 10% of the world's reserves. 60 of 80 oil fields are still undeveloped.
And probably another 100 billion gallons in their western desert. They're floating in a sea of oil.
We have bases in more than 120 countries all over the world. We include Iraq, look what happens. We are at the fertile choke point of civilization. The Tigris Euphrates, the biblical cradle. We drain the swamp, like Don says. We rebuild it. We develop its resources to the maximum.
They own it, we run it. Pipelines, sea lanes, their resources finance the reconstruction.
Nexus of power that won't be broken in our lifetime, if we stick to the plan.
So what is our real exit strategy on Iraq, Dick?
There is no exit. We stay.
Spoken like a true oilman.
You were part of the plan, Colin, back in the 90s. You backed our dominance in weaponry, space, cyber, electronic. You agreed that we would never allow another military economic rival to emerge against us again. So I don't understand why
Turning
not.
these weapons loose on terrorists like trying to hit an ant in the ass with an elephant gun. We invoke preemption, preventive war, you call it, the right to use nukes whenever we see fit. And I guarantee you, Paul, we will be in a forever war everywhere, 3, 4 wars at a time. That's not New World Order. It's a world gone mad. There's got to be some global cooperation here.
Well, no one's against cooperation, Colin, you know that. As long as we're calling the shots.
Which gets us back to reality. Lest we forget, where do you see a lack of American presence? Right in the heart of it all. What's missing? Iran. The mother lode, third largest oil reserve in the world. 40% of the world's oil goes right through here, the Strait of Hormuz. Control Iran, control Eurasia, control the world. Empire. Real empire. Nobody will fuck with us again.
There's been tough weeks in Iraq, but our central commitment of the mission is the transfer of sovereignty back to the Iraqi people. And we've set a deadline for this to take place 3 months from now, June 30, 2004. It's important that we meet that deadline, all right? The only way we can win is to leave before the job is done. Yeah. I'll now take questions.
Mr. President.
Well, yeah. Miss China.
Mr. President, I know this is a tough question, but my viewers would really like to know, what place do you think you have in history?
In history? Oh, I don't know. In history, we'll all be dead.
Mr. President.
Yeah.
Mr. President?
Yeah, John, there.
Thank you, sir. Mr. President.
Yeah.
After 9/11, what would you say your biggest mistakes would be, and what lessons have you learned from them?
No, I wish you would have given me this written question beforehand, John, so I could prepare for it. You know, I just, John, I'm sure historians will say, gosh, you know, I wish he could have done better, you know, this way or that way. I'm sure something will pop into my head here in the midst of the press conference, with all the pressure of trying to come up with an answer, but it hasn't yet. You know, I hope, I don't want to sound like I haven't made no mistakes. Yeah, I'm confident I have. It's just I haven't, you know, really put me on the spot here, John. You know, maybe I'm not as quick on my feet as I should be in coming up with one.